A 12-year-old schoolgirl raped and murdered at her apartment complex in Paris has become a cause célèbre for France's anti-immigration parties after an Algerian woman was charged with the offences. The 24-year-old woman, known as Dhabia B, allegedly carried out the attack after ignoring an order to leave France this year, triggering questions over France's handling of immigration, as our Paris correspondent Lucy Williamson now reports.
The softest of targets. Lola, 12 years old, raped and tortured, her body left in a case outside her family home. This week she was laid to rest in a small white coffin, a personal tragedy turned political. The woman charged with her murder, an Algerian who overstayed her visa for France and ignored an order to leave. In Lola's old neighbourhood, residents described a mood of fear.
I'm traumatized, the neighborhood is traumatized, all of France is traumatized. I think the whole world is.
The messages here outside Lola's home in Paris are to the little girl from the neighborhood who loved gymnastics. But that personal story has been overtaken by fierce political debate. Lola's vulnerability seized upon by anti-immigrant politicians who say France itself needs protecting. In Parliament, the far-right leader Marine Le Pen said the government was to blame. The suspect should never have been on French territory, she said.
Se servir du cercueil.
France's Justice Minister said right-wing MPs were using a 12-year-old's coffin as a political stepping stone. Lola's family asked that their daughter's name and image not be used for political ends, but she's become the poster child for anti-immigration rallies across France. Banners in her name read, "The state killed me."
This is a very potent cocktail for the far right to use the fact that the perpetrator, or the elected perpetrator, is a woman from Algeria. The crime is totally horrendous. The victim is a young girl and the perpetrator is maybe insane. So many people think, why are we compelled to have such people on French soil?
That message taps at a nation's shock and anger. At a memorial for Lola in her grandparents' village, there were questions beneath the tears.
I think we have to respect the will of the parents who don't want any political exploitation. But we also have to act. Things really need to change. I'm very tolerant, very open to the world, but there are things that we cannot tolerate.
Far-right politicians have long argued that curbs on immigration would protect France's economy or culture. How much more potent to suggest they might have protected one little girl. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, Paris.